but recently USA Today asked him to get to the bottom of why, basically, if it's after 9 a.m., you can't find toilet paper at your grocery store. So, Brent, we're going to open with, why is it so hard still?
Well, it's a few factors at play here, and one that's gotten a lot of attention is the panic buying and the hoarding, and people are uncertain about the future, and they fear that there will be a shortage, and so they want to stock up. There's also a more fundamental supply and demand issue at play here that a lot of people probably don't know about, and that is probably the simplest way to describe it is if you break a normal 24-hour day into three parts, there's eight hours of sleeping, 8 hours of work, 8 hours at home. Well, now people are at home during the period that they normally were at work. So they actually need more toilet paper at home. There is a legitimate demand shift now because people are sheltering in place. And so they're not using toilet paper at work or public places anymore. They're using it at home. So they need that toilet paper at home. They need to increase that stockpile legitimately. It's not just panic buying. And the other issue too is that the toilet paper that you normally buy at home is a different kind of toilet paper than you see in commercial businesses and public places. The public commercial market toilet paper is generally cheaper and not as soft, and the kind that you buy at home is much softer. It's two-ply. It's less coarse, shall we say? And so there's been a demand for that different kind of home use toilet paper, and that the manufacturers have had to ramp up production and catch up with a surge in demand.
That is so interesting. You know what? I hate to sound stupid, but like that had not occurred to me that, of course, when you're not home, you're using whatever's in those massive, massive rolls, which you're grateful to have. But yeah,
Right.
obviously you're home all day. That is, Brett, thank you for pointing that out, because obviously they have totally different supply chains, probably, and different manufacturing resources. We are going to now ask you to prognosticate a little bit, but like, when will it get better? How soon can we stop feeling so stressed out about this?
Well, I think we've seen it get a lot better recently. I was at Costco about a week ago, and they had the hugest supply of toilet paper I've ever seen, even before the pandemic. And so I think we're going to see a lot of it come back in different places. It's going to vary by location. Some places aren't just going to have it sometimes, and other places will just have huge stockpiles. But I think that the companies that make it in America, especially, they really ramped up production. They're 24/7 factories, and they've added to their production. There is no worry about the raw materials that supply the toilet paper product. Basically, trees and paper and water is what makes up toilet paper. And there's no shortage of those, obviously, but like other industries, they have their own supply chains, and we're seeing all these supply chain disruptions. So there's no telling. It's kind of unpredictable with any industry, not just toilet paper right now, about what could come up if like a factory had a bunch of workers get sick, or if there's some economic issue at a paper mill somewhere in North America that caused that paper mill to go down. Things like that could add kinks to the supply chain. But overall, the fundamental issues are sound for toilet paper. It's just a matter of catching up with that surge in demand for that home use toilet paper.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, check out these other videos from USA Today to stay up to date with all the latest news.